Yes, hello. Hold on. I am here. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I have a weird setup this time, so hopefully it'll be fine. Trying to make sure I can see the desk. Okay. Here. Not much, but I want to make sure it's focused. There we go. Alright, so yeah. I bought this Game Boy Color. Let's move this over a tiny bit. I like literally just picked it up. I was supposed to pick it up earlier, but the person was taking a minute, but it's fine. And I just want to test it first because I have no idea. Okay, let's do actually, now I'll keep the Super Nintendo music on, or not the N64 music. Let's just do relaxing N64 music. Let's do a playlist instead. 23 songs, that's nothing. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I might as well test it first. I actually haven't tested it. It looks like the battery things, I don't know, she said just like it just doesn't work, so who knows what that means. But yeah, I'm gonna try it. See if anything happens. See, I'm probably just gonna end up cleaning it out and seeing, like, making sure there's no, like, there's nothing noticeable. Yeah, it's not even powering on. That's fine. Damn. Okay, so I guess we'll take it apart and see. I don't see any, like, battery acid or whatever. Corrosion. Actually, it's pretty clean overall. But it's not even, like, getting a light, so... Alright. Let's see how far I can get with this. Until it's, like, out of my repertoire of knowledge. So yeah, these are all tri-wings, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, I don't have I don't think I can. I don't have a multimeter or anything, so I won't be able to check what's, like, giving power. This is just gonna be by visuals alone. I never said I knew how to do this. That's why the thumbnail says emphasis on try. I also don't have a great surface for this, but man, it's fine. So what's everyone up to? I have like a pretty bad headache, but besides that, I'm okay. I just took some medicine. It's really warm in my room. Nice. Sounds fun. What is PLA? I don't even know what that is. This music's so quiet. I'm on 10 snowboarding. Nice. Lego. I didn't even know there was a Lego Incredibles game. Is there Lego Incredibles sets? Alright. Those are just in there. God damn it. Get out. Get out. Oh, gross. Is that like a... There's like a... Some kind of shell? To something? I don't know what that is. Pretty nasty, though. So there's some, like, gross shit on here. It's kind of hard to see. There's some, like, yellow stuff right there. I'll probably just clean that. Might be flux. I have no idea. Factory flux. Otherwise, it looks pretty... No, I mean, maybe it did, but... I'll be able to see that because it looks pretty clean otherwise. Yeah, I do. Oh, is this a normal screw? Yeah, it's a normal screw. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, well, I was checking that, but they look okay as well. Oh, there's a little bit of corrosion, like a tiny bit. I mean, I'll clean that too. That'll take like 2 seconds to clean. I've cleaned that. I've cleaned like that kind of thing before. I had a Game Boy that I used to work at this like used game store, and we couldn't take in. We weren't really like, it was like a competitor to GameStop, so we couldn't really take in things to fix because we didn't really have people to fix it. So people would just give us broken shit all the time because they'd come and be like, yeah, I don't know if it works, and we'd look at it and be like, oh, yeah, there's no way that works, and then they'd be like, okay, you can just have it. So I used to get a lot of broken shit. Oh, what is that? Huh. I can't tell what... That... Okay, so this pad right here has a bunch of gross shit around it on the back, so I'm just gonna clean this a little bit. I hate taking these ribbon cables off, though. I feel like I'm breaking the little, what do you call it? Little pin thingies. Alright. I totally forgot to grab, do I have stuff to clean it with? I have alcohol and, Q-tips. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab that. Forgot to grab that. What? Alright, I'm back. I'm here. Sorry. Why is it playing the same music? Microwaving a Game Boy? No. Unfortunately. I only had one Q-tip apparently. I guess we used them all. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff back here too. But I did grab I mean, there's not... I literally have like one thing I can do, I think, with this. I thought it'd be a little bit more obvious, but no. I have this, so I'm just gonna... Some, like... There's some gross shit here. I'll try to get it more in frame. What is this music? It's from Buggy Venture. I think we used them. Preferably to clean and or on our bodies. Whew. God. All right, it looks a little bit better. I think that's just flux, honestly. But the backside, I don't think that was flux. That seemed like that was actually some kind of residue. I'm trying to think of what... powers this. Yeah, let's get that battery thingy. Oh my god, Discord, shut up. It's a good idea. Is that the second time he has? If you ask it a third time, I'll probably do it, actually. I'm kidding, I don't care. I think it's just funny. Okay, let's clean the battery thingy. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I don't see anything like particularly like wrong with it. It's honestly pretty like clean in general. What color? It's like a yellowish color when the capacitors leak, right? Because I don't see that at all. Let's... Oh yeah, I forgot the thingy. Let's try this one more time. See if that made any lick of a difference at all. I hate putting this thing in. Yeah, I've done a, I've replaced the shell on my Game Boy, and I've done, backlight mods for Game Boy Advance, so I kind of know, like, what I'm looking for, at least a little bit, but, I'm just gonna try this again. Where those batteries go? Oops. The on switch was not installed. Oops. Let's forget about these. And this was like, by the way, this was like $10, and I'm not out a lot of money if this doesn't work. So where does this go? Oh, that's the, god damn it, that's the infrared thing. Go that way? Yeah. Oops. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's not a good sign, though, because it was default on, I think. So... Oh. Well, the light came on this time. But nothing is actually showing up. But I could have easily put the screen in wrong. But also... Is there volume? Too much, just really quiet. No, there's no volume. Wait, that's pretty concerning. Well, okay, well that's a step forward, right? That wasn't happening before. I'm pretty sure it boots up. If I recall. I'll try it. You might be right. Maybe I'm being stupid. Let's try a video game. Oh. Nah. Nothing. But I could have easily put the screen in wrong. I just like kind of really haphazardly put it back. Oops. Yeah, I don't mind. I could probably salvage this thing. I do really like the color, so maybe I'll like, you know, find some place to use it. So speaker. So it's kind of, it feels a little too coincidental to not get audio or, like, I feel like it's a power issue then, you know, if I'm not getting audio or visuals at least, because I think that's in right. Yeah, live game with an autopsy of a Game Boy. Don't look. Power switch does? Wait, like in it? Yeah, oh yeah, probably. I mean, there's no way for me to check that, unfortunately. I do want to learn how, though. Eventually I'll get a multimeter, and I'll try to learn how to use those. Okay, so it wasn't turning on a few minutes ago, but now it's actually... I'm getting the red light, but I'm not getting any... I'm not getting any fucking... What do you call it? No sound or visuals. So I'm gonna try this again, though, because clean that a little bit. Maybe that was it? Maybe you're right. Oh. Person might have been right. Did I get audio? God, so Game Boy Color is so fucking quiet. Yeah, we got audio too. Cool. Well, let me just put the battery thing. Let me just make sure. We got a can get a game. Yeah, game works. I see Pikachu. Very, very hard to see, but he's there. He's running. Or that's Chikorita. I can't even fucking tell. I wish I had a better light in here, but I do not. I have to move this over a little bit. Slightly better light. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. It's working. But it is really quiet. Hey. It's okay. Now it has no sound now. I think the sound is just gone, which is weird. And I'm gonna clean this thing too, even if it does work. Yeah, I'll have to check that. Huh. Try it one more time. Because I got the ping before. Am I familiar with the Shantae series? Oh, give me one sec. You gave me a better idea for a game to test this thing with. Shantae. Because I actually have it. Ugh, this game's cool. I'll wait until it's kind of working to use that, because I don't want to fuck with that game. It's worth too much money to fuck with. But hey, I just want to show it off. Haha. It's like me just flaunting money. Okay, anyway. Let me try this really quick. Yeah, I know Limited Run did a new version of it, but yeah. Oh, not the LR. I don't even have that one. I was debating on getting it just as like a novelty thing, but nah. Oh, there's a story around it. You know what's funny? I might be saving that for a potential video in the future. Because I was getting inspired by a lot of people who, like, there's just like one person on YouTube who talks about, like, she's like just not recently, but she's making all these videos about her getting into retro game collecting and everything. And I was like, oh, that's like really charming. Like, I kind of wish, I kind of want to make more videos just revolved around me just talking about the hobby and stuff. I was going to make one that like talks about like, you know, oh, the problems with it and everything. But like part of me is like, I just want to talk about like my experiences with it. So I was going to talk about some of the games that I have. Oh, you ain't seeing me in a belly dancing outfit. Sorry. Yeah, that game has a story behind it, and I have to kind of get permission from my friend if I can talk about it, because it involves one of my friends. But I think it's funny and it's interesting. But you know, thank you. The next one that I'm making. I am not. I usually end up spoiling them in these videos. I am not spoiling this one because it's so strange, and I'm pretty amazed I got a 20-minute video essay out of the topic. So, y'all are in for a funny surprise when the video drops eventually. I have it recorded. I have like the audio recorded. I just have to do the editing, which is the most annoying part. So I'm just gonna keep cleaning that area. Just like dust in there or something. Then where is this supposed to be? I'm going to assume maybe this was backwards, like the volume thing was completely turned around or something. Your mother. It's a classic AVGN line. That was a great AVGN reference, Bucket of Cancer. That was awesome. How much? Oops, oops, oops. Oh, God damn it. Did that even work? Forgot to put in the thing. Yeah, I've owned Shantae for probably since 2013. I got it. Got it from, basically, I'll say this. I got it from a friend for free, but the story around it is funny. Yeah, 2013, it was still worth some money too, because I remember in like 2012, maybe like 2011 is when I first like heard about Shantae. And, sorry, I'm just, oh my God. And it was worth, like, probably, like, $100 back then. And I remember being like, oh, that's, like, so much money. Fuck that. What's going on? Why isn't there sound? Which one? The OG? The Castlevania 2? That's a classic. That was the first time I had ever heard about Castlevania. I didn't really grow up with it, and I grew up in, like, the era of, like, not Castlevania games, you know? Like, I didn't grow up with the NES, so Castlevania games were decently sparse when I grew up. Ugh, I'm getting that thing on my finger when, like, the alcohol gets all weird. Oh, true. That's a great idea, actually. Well, I feel like it's because something about... I don't know if it's just like the volume thing is being fucky. I'm gonna clean it really quick. My favorite AVGN moment. I'll say my favorite episode, though. My favorite episode is definitely the Plumbers Don't Wear Ties episode. That AVGN episode is one of the funniest internet videos ever, in my opinion. And it was so friggin' good at the time, because it was the most random game. It's like nowadays, people find, like, really weird games to show off. But it was, like, at a time when, like, that kind of stuff just, like, wasn't talked about as much. So it felt like just this, like... I was like, where did he find this game? Like, when that episode came out. Like, this is the strangest thing in the world. It's so funny. Alright, let's see. Nope. But I will test the headphone jack. That is a good idea. Do I have headphones to test the headphone jack with? No? Really? I might not. Well, I have these. I just gotta plug them in. It's annoying. Ugh. Yeah, it's working, but somewhat. Oh boy, what just happened? Why? Okay, you can still hear me. You can still hear the music, right? It doesn't really fucking matter what I do. Just give me a sec. You might stop hearing the music for a second, but... Alright, well, it is, like, somewhat working. All right, so it does work with my headphones. It comes out of one headphone, which I'm gonna chalk up to the headphone jack, but it's fine. I'm never gonna use the headphone jack on this. Probably the only instance I'll ever use it. A fucking chicken mask. An upside down fucking chicken mask. His like faces in that video are so fucking funny. So I gotta. My back. I think I'm back. That was my bad. I think my stream just crashed for a second. Are y'all still there? Okay. No, that was me, my bad. My Ethernet cord is like has the pins are broken, so it's like just barely in there. And every time I do anything in the back of my computer, it unplugs my Ethernet, which is cool. Audio's cutting out? Is it? Is it still cutting out? Yeah, I guess it might be the speaker then. There is like a tiny bit of residue where the speaker is, but like I cannot imagine that being an issue, but I will clean it anyway. Clean the speaker, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so the... Oh, is it? Yeah. I mean, I could probably get another one, but I don't want to deal with it. I mean, I consider this a success already, and it's only been like 30 minutes. But we'll try it. I know what you're trying to do. Oh man, it would be so silly if you like wore a belly dancer outfit and had a really intricate animation of you belly dancing. That'd be so cute and silly and just so random and weird. I saw that one YouTuber post something about that, like, oh my god, that was so fucking funny. Is that guy's name like Saber Spark or something? Oh yeah, also speaking of Shantae, speaking of Shantae's OST, see if I can show this off. I also have the Shantae vinyl hanging on my wall, because why not? Actually, because I spent money on it, that's why. That's why it's hanging on my wall. Actually, okay. To bring the volume up, I know that, but where does it, so up is all the way down, so I'm gonna push it all the way up to like reset it, kinda. I want to find that Saber Spark thing. Oh no, I would, but you know. It's funny, it worked for a second. I mean, it's not spinning all the way around, it's spinning like a little bit and then it stops, which I assume is what's supposed to happen. I remember I heard it for like a second when I first did this. So, I don't know. Something happened in the process. I'm just gonna keep cleaning the power thing. Because that's what happened before. That's how I fixed it originally, so I'm just gonna dab it up. the biggest deal. Yeah. Where is my... What happened to my Q-tip? Did it fall? Also, there's a metal piece on the headphone jack that's like busted. If Nintendo ever does do a Game Boy again, they gotta call it a game them. I literally only want them to do that just to see how mad people get. Oh shit. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It'd be funny. Okay. I'm gonna do it all the way up this time. Let's see what happens. Actually, I did that last time. I do it all the way down. Actually, what am I doing? Oh my god, I keep dropping the fucking power thing. I take that out every time. Which I should probably... There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay, one more try. And then I will maybe possibly chalk this up to a fucked up like a speaker. But again, it worked for a second, which is strange. Hear like a noise. Oh, there we go. I got it now, but does it last? Let's see. See if it lasts with a game in there. No, it didn't happen again. The fuck? Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe I have to clean the headphone port. That's a good idea. Hold on. Yeah, because it worked for a second, and then it didn't work, and then I just did it again, and it did work, so... I don't have any Q-tips. Try it again. I hear it. There's like a pinging kind of sound it makes when I do that. Alright, well, does it play the audio from the game? Well, the game isn't red. Come on, video game. Oh, that one's all garbled. It didn't look like it was from here. Such a cool idea to have like the Nintendo logo be like if all the pins are working. Yeah, it works. I don't know if you can... Alright, I think it's mostly good. That might have been the headphone port, you're right. Okay, cool. So let's put the screws back in. And, yeah. And I'll clean it. I'll clean the outside. The inside looks actually perfectly fine, which is funny. Get out. Oh, the battery. Idiot. Like, what am I doing? I do not have a Wonder Swan. Did I do something else that's equally as cool as a Wonder Swan? Actually, what am I saying? Equally as cool. It's way cooler than a Wonder Swan. I have a pretty sizable Neo Geo Pocket Color collection. That's my weird handheld that I have. That thing is awesome, though. Not that the Wonder Swan isn't, but there is a lot of There's a lot of good Neo Geo Pocket Color games. I don't know how many. Okay, I know your stuff. Okay, it's no, I don't blame you. I'm not the most careful person in the world with things, but I know what I'm dealing with. This one. That's my favorite. No, actually, Shantae is actually one of my favorite Game Boy Color games. It's probably it's definitely my favorite Game Boy Color game. Like if I need something to summarize like the actual Game Boy Color itself, Shantae is like the best Game Boy Color game in my opinion. That game is so fun. But Game Boy / Game Boy Color game, like, you know, as a whole, I have no idea. Donkey Kong 94 is pretty amazing. That's a good one. It's really fun. Highly recommend it. I think it's on like Switch now. It is super underrated too. I always feel like it gets a little bit of a bad rep just because people are like, "Oh, it's old and it's frustrating." But like, yeah, it's old. Like, I don't know. It's like, you know, WayForward's first Shantae game. For what it is, it's pretty awesome. It's like a pretty cool little platformer on a handheld, little Metroidvania. It's actually, you know what's funny? People call it like Metroidvania. It's really not. Shantae is very close to a Zelda 2-esque game, or like a Zelda clone. But yeah. Bucket of cancer. Is this like the only joke you got? But speaking of colored characters and Shantae, I have the Shantae pop figure, and they whitewashed the shit out of her on that pop figure. It's bad. Yeah, Cave Story is like the closest thing I would say to like an adventure game. It's closer to an adventure game than like a Metroid game. It has like elements of it, but nah, you're really just like Cave Story is pretty linear as a whole. I was always surprised when people were like, "Oh, but there's so much backtracking in Cave Story." I'm like, no, not really. There's like one. You like backtrack in the same area a few times, but you never really go back to old areas for like new weapons. You do like once, but it kind of like guides you there. It's not like you go there like, you know, you go back to Amiga Village halfway through the game and it's like a kind of a different area. So, you know, I don't know. I never understood that. I have not played Hyper Light Drifter, but I do want to. It's been I think I own it actually. I think I got it like on Humble Bundle or something a long time ago. I think I saw it like installed in my Steam library and I was like, "Oh yeah." I did not. I don't have the money for it. And, like, truthfully, I like Shantae. It's, like, you know, big, important game to me in a lot of ways. Very, was a big deal when I was getting into retro game collecting and stuff, because, you know, it was, like, my big first expensive game, and I do really love the original. But I don't love the later Shantae games. Like, I like them. I like, Risky's Revenge is okay. It's pretty flawed, but it's okay. It's a step in the right direction, and Pirate's Curse is a good game, but I just really don't like how it is as a Shantae game. Because I always thought Shantae was a very, like, not like genre-defining, like its own genre, but, you know, it had a lot of cool little quirks that made it a Shantae game. And they kind of dropped it for that one. I never understood, well, I know why, because they were like, "Oh, we'll make it more like a Metroid game," and I was like, but Shantae's not a Metroid game. I don't have any Q-tips, so I'm gonna use the toothbrush. Oh god, this toothbrush is fucked. I just like just rubbed it with my fingers and like all the things fell off. But yeah, I think the original Shantae is super underrated. I feel like just people like talk about it, but usually it's like prefaced with, like, that one is rough. Like, the first Shantae is rough. Half Genie Hero is probably my second favorite Shantae game, but I still think I like the first one the most. I'll die on that hill. Just using this alcohol to clean this. The girl I bought this from was funny. She was like, I told her that I was fixing it probably, because she was like, oh, you did read the description, right? Like, it doesn't work. And I was like, yeah, like, I did. I was like, I'm probably going to try to fix it. She was like, oh, shit. She's like, tell me if you get the old girl working. I was like, will do. And I did. No. Wait, is that real? Plug and play. I did not hear about that. Alright, so the screen is a little scratched. It's hard to tell. You're not going to be able to see that. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like not that into Shantae. Like, I remember getting the pop figure and I was like, yeah, I don't even know why I bought this for like 10 bucks. So the Nendroid's cute, but I'm just like not the biggest Shantae fan anymore. The newest Shantae was bad. I think it was actually bad. It was like the first one that I was like, wow, this is lame as fuck. And I gotta brush its teeth. Get in here. Oh, I didn't know they were gonna make a plug and play. Kind of glad they didn't. That would have been a weird little footnote for Shantae. All the YouTubers would have to talk about that one if they talked to the Shantae series. Alright. So, we're going to try Shantae on it. How about that? Keep talking about her. God, she's really in this thing. I also made this myself years and years and years ago. I basically recreated the GBA or Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Color like box art with like the new Shantae art and the new logo, and I just put it together, like graphic designed it, put it together a little bit, and printed it, and it looks pretty authentic. And it's like sized for a DS case. There's a new Lego game? I don't know. That's cool though. Fright Nights was like super cool set. Shantae just didn't work. All right, let's here. I'll try to play it like this. You see it? There, it's real. Game's real. New Lego game is basically Forza, but Lego. That's weird. Oh god, camera fell. I'm just gonna do this instead. Easier. I do think the contacts are not the cleanest ever in this. But I do not have a Q-tip, so I cannot get in there, unfortunately. No, I'm not like in the frame because it's like curved and it's, well, there's, you saw me for a second. I did that to show you, but I'm like playing it like this so you guys can see it, and like that's directly up. I'm like over here. You saw me for a second there though. More SpongeBob. I thought everyone hated my SpongeBob video. No, I'm kidding. I'll see like people tweet about like right when I made my video, I saw a few like SpongeBob fan like accounts be like, man, like, oh, I don't get why people hate season 4 so much, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, is that my fault? I was like, my video was really making the rounds, so. Yeah, sorry, I'm playing it like this. Oh, you saw my face again. You're right about that. I gotta be careful. I'll move over. Yeah, the sponge heads. Yeah, this works. Controls actually feel pretty good. Well, thank you for joining. Oh, am I not far enough to even have the monkey power up? This game is... Oh, God, I really wish you could see this better. It's not gonna happen. This is a wasted effort. Yeah, I know. Oh my God. You now know exactly who I am. It's pretty cool, though. It works. $10, well spent, right? $10 after a little bit of cleaning, and we're good. I was really hoping that was going to be the issue, because I was not about to, like, start fucking soldering things. I mean, I was going to attempt to, but I didn't want to. I do have a... Like, yeah, I brought this over because it was the batteries are in. This one is actually a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm going to save the drawing for that day. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I posted it in the community thing here. But, yeah, 31st to the 1st, I'm doing a charity live stream for Video Game History Foundation. This has a backlight, though. What am I playing here? Hey Arnold, I think. So I was like, it's so funny. My friend was like, is there a Hey Arnold video game? And I was like, I don't know. And I looked it up, and I was like, wait, do I own that? And I, like, checked my Game Boy Advance games. I'm like, oh, I do own that. So I was like... This is also half, it's kind of cute. It's half my brother's and half my original Game Boy. Because I fucked up cutting the shell on my brother's, and then I was like, okay, I guess I'm using mine. So I did half and half. So it's like a combination of both the Game Boy Advances me and my brother grew up with. This game's rough. I do like the sprite of Arnold, though. It's hard to see. But it's like a little overworld sprite of Arnold, like, walking in place. It's really cute. Yeah, GBA was definitely a high shovelware console. It's kind of charming shovelware in a way, though. Like, this is so stupid. This looks terrible on stream. I swear it looks better in my... I have the only Mario & Luigi game for... GBA. And I have it in box and everything, signed by Charles Martinet. Oh yeah, Game Boy Advance is one of my favorite systems. I have so many Game Boy Advance games. But yeah, this is actually, so I'll be right back. Let me grab some of my handhelds. I'll show them off, because why not? See, I have... Oh, these are some of my Game Boys. Ugh. So I got, I have this one, which is not the original. This is, you can kind of tell. I really wish you couldn't, because I didn't want to spend the money on, like, the actual Pokemon version, but this is the one that I remember having as a kid. And my mom just, like, sold it one day, which is great. So I got this replacement shell. It's pretty authentic looking, but there are things about it, like the Pokemon logo is like kind of poorly on there. What, asking this again, what are my non-Nintendo handhelds you have? I have the Neo Geo Pocket Color, another Neo Geo Pocket Color, I think. I have a PSP and a PlayStation Vita. The Vita's actually, it's right here. Yeah, it's right. I got my PlayStation Vita. That's it though. I don't think there is many others. I don't have like a Steam Deck. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. I got a I don't remember what. I don't think there was anything wrong with the Game Boy Color shell I had over this. So I think I still do have that Game Boy Color shell somewhere. But yeah, I just got a replacement shell. I do want, like, this one I'm probably just going to keep as is because I just kind of like having an original Game Boy Color. But now that I have this, I feel more comfortable getting, like, an IPS modded screen for this one. So I might do that, actually, like, sooner than later. It'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'll stream that, too. Actually, you might not want to see that. You don't want to see me solder things, okay? And then I have this big boy. I have the old DMG Game Boy. This was cool too, again. So I think I mentioned this, I didn't get this finished, but I was saying, that old video game store, we used to get things all the time in that were broken, and we didn't have a way to fix it, so the person usually, just some, like, you know, middle-aged guy being like, oh, these are my sons, like, you guys can just have them, like, you can throw them out, do whatever you want with them. And I was like, okay, I'm taking them all. And this one, it didn't work for the longest time, but honestly, it was just the battery, there was battery acid on these, and I just kind of, like, threw them in some alcohol and, like, let them soak, and I put them back in, it worked fine. So, you know, these things are pretty versatile. You know, if you see a broken one online, like, again, I saw the Game Boy Color for $10. These things are not cheap anymore. They used to be really cheap, but $10 on Facebook Marketplace, and I just, like, took a chance. I was like, it's probably an easy fix, like, usually it is. Sometimes people don't even just use the right batteries, and they're like, oh, what happened? Yeah, this thing is a beast. I don't think I even have 4 AA's on me to show you. Yeah, they did this cool. I like the green color, though. So now I have, like, all these colorful array of, like, you know, Game Boy family. I've got, like, purple, red, and green. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know what is with the Game Boy. I literally do think it's because people love to mod the Game Boy Color specifically, so you need a console to do it, so, yeah. I do not have the Game Boy Pocket, though, which I do want. That's not too bad. I have 2 Game Boy SPs. I have an OG one, which also, funny enough, I have this one. It's like, duh! Yeah, it's the place I got this stuff from. Handheld Legend. Pretty cool. It's local, actually. I can drive there. This is my old shell for my Game Boy Advance, my original Game Boy SP I had when I got it in, like, 2003. And it's scratched to shit. Just looks like complete garbage. You can kind of see. So I got a replacement shell, just a normal replacement silver shell, and replaced the innards of it. So it looks like a brand new silver Game Boy Advance. It was like $3 for the replacement, that silver replacement shell. Nobody wants a normal replacement silver GBA shell. That's awesome. Yeah, I love handheld systems. I grew up mainly playing handhelds, so I have a stronger affiliation with them, I guess, like, emotionally. But yeah. Look, it says, Walter White? What does it mean? I don't know. I gotta find an excuse to play my Game Boy Colors more, so that backlight mod will be cool. I like the form factor of the Game Boy Color, too. I like this. Playing games like this is very comfy to me. Like, resting my hand up here feels really good. That's nice. No problem. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I was streaming. I didn't think this was going to take such a short amount of time. Okay, let's play some Mario World. I just wish this was easier to see. Here, I have an idea. Mario Land. Say Mario World? What? I didn't put the batteries in. My eyes. I, like, turned on my flash on my camera, but I have it, like, facing me. It's like one of those like fake 90s songs. Is that the one where you turn your Game Boy into a like TV thing or like a monitor situation? Oh my god, please. Do you want to see something cursed on my phone I downloaded? Oh no. Is anything stupid around here? Oh no. Mega Man X Dive. I was just like fucking around in it. It's bad. It's such a gacha game. It's a Game Boy Color. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was a... it was the one that was like made at HDMI or whatever. Yeah, that sucks. This is like the best angle I can get on a light, kinda. Oh my god, that's terrible. Man, thank God we don't live in this age anymore. That's like the best angle I can get on these. So this is Chrono Trigger? This is not Nintendo 64 music. Oh, I do have a worm light. You're genius. Wait, I do actually. Hold on. Where'd I put that? Is that in here?
Ugh. It was like under my computer for some reason for like months, and I
Just found it the other day, and I was like, why do I have a worm light? Like a Game Boy worm light.
Where did I put it? I would have assumed it would be in here. This is on my computer. Maybe I put it with the... are you kidding me? I don't want to go digging through my wires for it. Did I really put it away? What am I, stupid? That was so important to have on me, obviously. Fuck. That wasn't really funny. I want to test that.
Fuck. I'll go try to find it really quick. Hold on. Cannot find it. This is so lame. Ugh. Oh well. That's unfortunate. I swear to God I had one. It was like a little white one. It came with a different, like another Facebook listing I bought of a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. Alright. I do want to show something, though, because I brought it out, because I was talking about it earlier. Where is it? Oh. Ah. Neo Geo Pocket Color. this new geopock killer's neat, because also this game this game Cotton. This game's worth a ton of money too. I don't know. I got another funny situation that maybe I'll mention in a video I make if I do. Hey, buddy, turn on. What happened? Well, that's concerning. Yeah, the flex. Hold on. What's happening? This thing better not be, like, fucking up on me. Spent way too much time getting this thing to work. Let's try different batteries. I really haven't even touched this in, like... Yeah, right? I hope not. Spent too much time. What? Well, that's annoying. What a way to find out this thing doesn't work. What? Okay. Well, that sucks. Why? What happened? Again, I have not touched this thing in, like, months. It's been sitting in a closet. With no batteries in it. Well, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing that right now, unfortunately. That's frustrating. I'll reseat these, because these can get a little wonky sometimes. It might just be the battery compartment, because I know I'm having issues with it, but, like... My cat wants something. You want your bed up here? I know, I'm sorry. It's over there. Usually has his bed on our desk, but I moved it for the video. No! That sucks. Well, that's okay. I'll do this in my own time. Hello. Well, let me see it really quick. Let's see what see if I notice anything. I'll take it apart, see if I notice anything. If I don't notice anything immediately, I'm just not going to do it right now. But I guess I have a little time, so this is what I get for trying to brag, huh? Oh, look at my cool stuff. Like, fuck. Let's I'll keep it like that, I guess. What kind of screws does this use? I think it uses tri-wing, if I recall. Oh, that one looks pretty stripped. That's nice to know. I really don't want to have to open this up. Oh. I got a light for a split second, so I am assuming it's the battery compartment. There's only so much that can go wrong here, huh? Yeah, maybe. That would be annoying. It's almost working. You see that? Not crazy. It's like certain positions. Damn, I just don't want to have to open this up. I feel like I had a lot of problems last time, if I recall. I remember thinking, like, man, I don't want to do that again. But here we are, I guess. Already forgetting were these tri-wings or not. No. And one of them I can't even tell what it is because it's like so stripped. So I'm an idiot. Some of this is not N64 music. It's just like ambience. It's not a GBA knockoff. It's SNK's masterpiece. I need a better screwdriver. Yeah, should work. So I'm not doing this on the camera, I'm just trying to locate the screws. Why is this one so stuck? Really tight. All right, there's one. I'm just gonna do it off camera because it's easier to just do on my lap right now. Yeah, this thing's really cool. I wish I could show it to you. It's making me want to like try my other, make sure all of my systems work. I'm also like kind of scared too. So what is happening? To get a hold of this screw and I keep going around it. Yeah, it came first. It was a competitor to the Game Boy Color. Technically. And it lost because the Game Boy Color was so popular. Or the, what's it called? The Pokemon was so popular, probably. Probably a lot of what had to do with it. This last screw is going to be the bane of my existence, probably. Ah. True. Oh, God. Yeah, the Neo Geo Pocket Color was interesting. It was sold in, like, blister packs that you'd get with, like, a console and some games. It's so fascinating. It's like, how did they get away with that? I mean, like, it wasn't always sold like that. It was just, like, leftover inventory, but it's like, damn. Poor SNK. Yeah, this last screw is so stripped. It sucks. Damn it. The screws. Get it? Did I not get it? Oh, well. It's something. I feel like I've gotten it loose enough where I think it's off of the thing it's plugged into. That's like there's one tri-wing, which is really funny. Yeah, there's. So, what does that look like? Oh, it's not so bad. I thought it was worse. I was like being super careful just because I thought it was worse. Alright, oh my god. Yeah, no wonder these things are so fucked. It's so fragile. Well, it's like they're connected, like, it's not like the other board. It's like they're just like wires. I think they're connected under the board thing itself. But everything else about it is fine, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. Capacitors look okay. I don't really know what I'm looking for with that, but seem fine. So why is this? Why not? There's a screw I'm not seeing? There's no screws holding this thing in. Is it just like clipped in? Oh, there's one. I totally missed it. Got my cat staring at me, working. It's like a lamp cat. He's sitting by the lamp right now. What's up, lamp cat? Say hi. What? He's so menacing. Yeah, he's a little evil kid. Not much. In the pursuit of fixing my Game Boy, I found out my Neo Geo Pocket Color is not working, so we're fixing this. What's up? Is it ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Whenever you want.
Why?
So whenever you want. Is Olive watching you?
I guess so. I think he misses his bed.
Aww. Well, you kind of have my desk in an array where you can't put it there.
Yeah.
Hi, Cyber. Okay, last comment.
I don't know. Oh, I know what's going on here. I think you have to take off the thumbstick thing. Forgot about that. There we go.
Your Neo Geo not working?
Oop. I'll be out there in a bit.
Yeah, fine.
feel like that's all flux. Like, there's like a lot of... It's like a thumbstick hybrid D-pad thing. Guess I'll clean it. Ugh. What happened to that? Did I throw it out? God damn it. That's the only Q-tip I had. I have an idea. This is soft and Q-tip-esque. Oh, there's a piece of like nylon or something. What the hell? Yeah, the capacitors all seem fine. I don't know. I don't see anything. I only had one Q-tip. That was the unfortunate reality. But it's fine. I don't need it. I'm not gonna fuck with this right now. I'm really not in the mood. So I'm just gonna put this back together and hopefully it's in correctly. Pretty sure it is. This thing isn't magnetic, so it's a pain in the ass. I'll be playing it. I probably won't be purchasing it. That's all I'll say. I just don't have the money for it. But I do want to play it, so we'll see how that goes down. No, I don't see anything. It's hard for me to test it, fortunately. But yeah, I'll just, you know, do the classic, take it apart, put it back together, see if anything's changed. If not, I will mess with this some other time. I really am not feeling doing this right now. That's fine. Only thing I could think that could be happening as well is because I guess I lost one of the screws or something. This isn't all the way down, technically. So maybe it's not making a contact it needs to make. I am not sure. So this gets back in here weird. There, here. Right, let me just test it really quick. Nope. Alright, well, I tried. I will put it back together and do this some other time. I don't think I have the patience for it, unfortunately. Right now. That's a little frustrating. I guess I'm glad I know that it's not working now, but wasn't expecting that, I'm not gonna lie. We fix one, we break another. Shake my head. Yeah, I don't think there'd be a problem with finding it. I think they'll be everywhere. So I fixed my Game Boy Color, for anyone who missed it. My Game Boy Color is fixed, and it was just needed to be cleaned, really. And then, in the process of me trying to show off, I found out my Neo Geo Pocket Color is not working, which is unfortunate. So I'll have to fix that eventually. That's okay. That could be kind of a fun project. Yeah, it's fine. But you know what's funny too? Like, if it, like, you know, push comes to shove, I have another Neo Geo Pocket Color, so you know, I could replace it, or replace parts, or just use that one. But you know, I'm not like in dire need to play this thing. This is my original one. Sorry, I'm doing this off screen just because it's way easier to plug it, like screw these in on my lap. This is the original one I got, which is also a funny story, which I'll probably mention in a future video if I make it. But yeah, I got it. I'll mention it here. I got this from a friend in high school. He was like this just like really douchey kid, and he would just, because he knew I liked old video games, he'd constantly bug me to buy his Neo Geo Pocket Color. And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, I'm not buying that. Like, and then, like, one night, I think I was just watching YouTube videos, like, you know, retro gamer people, and someone had a video on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, this thing's really cool. And then I just, like, thought, I was like, that's the thing that kid's trying to sell me. I was like, huh. And, like, the next day I came into school, and I was like, hey, I'll buy that from you for, like, $10. And he was like, oh, sure. Do you want all the games, too? And I'm like, sure. Am I good? Am I alive again? If I am, I don't think I have the chat. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yes, sorry. Internet just died. Don't know why. Hello. Oh god, Photoshopped open. Oh god, that's worse than anything that could happen to my computer right now. Hold on. I think I'd rather my internet go out than Photoshop open. Hold on. Okay, cool. Oh, please don't tell me it closed again. Still here, right? No problems? Yeah, we're good. Okay. How do I... Okay, I don't know how I got back to the analytics. Is that what I'm doing here? How do I get back to my stream? Oh, there we go. Okay. This fucking YouTube streaming thing is a pain in the ass. Anyway, look. It works. so yeah, I'm a genius. Apparently. I don't know what happened. I just like put batteries back in and it worked. So yeah, now I can show you the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna go in a minute, but yeah. Yeah, I fixed it off stream. Who was I don't remember, actually. Oh, what was I... Oh, was that what I was talking about? What was the last thing I was talking about? Did I talk about how I got this for cheap or whatever? Low tier god would probably unironically kill me. That dude's unhinged. That's okay. Probably maybe it might have been Metal Jesus Rocks back in the day. This screen is the worst, has the worst viewing angles, this backlit screen. But yeah, it's backlit. Isn't that cool? The original is not backlit. Yeah, it was definitely 2014 because it was while I was in high school. And it might have, maybe it wasn't a video. It might have been just like I did some research, saw somebody post about it online or something. So who knows? I'm glad I got that working though. Okay, so 2 things fixed, I guess, theoretically, in a way. Yeah, and it came with Sonic and Neo Geo, or Neo Turf Masters, I remember. Yeah. And then I got this game, Cotton, for $30. With a bunch of games with it included for 30. Probably paid individually like $5 for this game. I am not kidding. This game is worth so much money now. I don't know how the hell it happened. A 2-for-1 stream. Who would have thought? Okay, but I'm probably gonna go eat and chill. Yeah, PixArt's great. I'm glad I got those things fixed. That was fun. That was actually really fun. Maybe if I get the IPS screen, I could do a stream of that. I actually don't have the money for it. It's like $60 or $70, even like before shipping. But you know. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you for hanging out. Look at this. Look at this cool thing we got. $10 later, and like 30 minutes of my time. Voila. Okay. Until next time, friends. See ya.